This month, we'll be covering 5 different bedroom types from the most affordable 1 bedroom to spacious family size 5 bedrooms and where I'll go for each bedroom type. Each project I'll share today checks all the boxes: location, entry price, profitability, and a clear exit plan. Think of this as your property radar update, concise, data-driven, and designed to help you make your next move with confidence. Let's start with the 1 bedroom segment. For 1 bedroom investors, my top pick this month is TMW Maxwell, a sleek mixed-use tower comprising 324 residential units and 11 commercial shops located along Trust Street in the heart of the city. What makes this project stand out isn't just about its location, it's the concept. TMW Maxwell is designed for the way modern urbanites live today, to live, work, create, and socialize all in one integrated space. The developer calls it spaces that flip or switch, clever transformable layouts that adapt from day to night, live to work. In other words, this is a home that doesn't just serve you, it flexes with you. Entry price starts from around 1.3 million or roughly 2006 PSF, a strong entry point when benchmarked against the nearby older developments. Take Icon for instance, its lease started in 2002 and it was completed in 2007. Over the last 2 decades, prices for its 1-bedroom units have already appreciated 3 to 4-fold, with rentals now averaging 4 to 4,500 a month. Within a short walk from TMW, we also have the iconic Warwick Residence, where entry prices range from 1.6 million to 2.4 million, averaging about 3.3k PSF, and recent rental coming in between the 6,500 to 7,400 range. Now when it comes to accessibility, few developments can rival TMW. They are surrounded by 9 MRT stations within the 1 km radius, sitting right between Tanjong Pagar Station on the East-West Line and Maxwell Station on the New Thomson East Coast Line. That means direct connectivity across the island, with lifestyle convenience all around you. Maxwell Food Centre, Duxton Hill, Amoy Street restaurants, and the entire downtown corridor just minutes away. Despite being a prime city project, the maintenance fee is kept relatively low at about $400 a month. Assuming a rental of $4,500 a month, your gross yield works out to be roughly around 4.1%, which is strong for a city fringe project. This is why I see TMW Maxwell as a super investment play, not just for its immediate rental strength since the TOP hits, but also for its mid-term capital growth potential. You're essentially entering at today's quantum, comparable to a 20-year-old icon, yet in a brand new mixed-use development, with Warwick Residence as your premium pricing above you serving as a natural price support. So if you are looking for a 1-bedroom investment that offers high yield, strong tenant pool, and unbeatable location, TMW Maxwell gives you CBD convenience, low holding costs, and a solid foundation for both rental returns and future capital appreciation. For me, this is a mid-term investment hold of 5 to 8 years horizon to ride on the rejuvenation of the entire Maxwell Tanjong Pagar belt. Moving on to the 2-bedroom category, my top pick this month is Bloomsbury Residences, the first new launch around Media Circle and the first GFA harmonized development in One North. This project sits on a 10,632 square meter land parcel and houses 358 residential units with a 400 square meter retail plaza on the ground floor for daily conveniences. The site itself is an extension of One North Precinct, and with most land there already taken up, this is a rare opportunity to enter early into the next phase of transformation. Most projects in the area are within a 3 to 5 minute walk to the MRT, but Bloomsbury adds comfort and accessibility with its dedicated internal shuttle service, bringing residents to One North MRT in just 3 minutes. Over the past few years, we've seen land zoning around Media Circle evolving. Several plots that were previously education, business park, or commercial are being converted into residential and mixed-use sites. There are 5 more residential plus commercial land parcels coming up after Bloomsbury, which gives this launch a strong future price support as the next phases roll out. Let's talk about the numbers. The 2+ study units here are priced below 2 million, averaging around 2,500 PSF, whereas most RCR entries today are above 2 million and roughly 200 PSF higher, and that's without a study. The 2+ study layout, about 689 square feet excluding the aircon ledge, uses a dumbbell configuration, giving both bedrooms privacy and direct bathroom access. Effectively, we are looking at 2 master bedrooms altogether. The open study area adds flexibility. You could enclose it with sliding glass for a compact home office or extend the dry kitchen into an island dining configuration. The L-shaped kitchen also means it can easily be enclosed, practical for investors who might rent to families. Now compare this to One North Eden, where a 2-bedroom resale transaction averaged between 1.73 to 1.85 million. At Bloomsbury, the 2+ study starts from 1.765 million, approximately 2005 PSF, which is competitive, especially considering the added space and flexibility. Looking at recent subsales and resales, One North Eden sellers have already profited about 270 to 330,000 within the last 2 years, a strong indicator of how this micro market performs. Rentals here are equally healthy, with 2-bedroom units commanding around 5 to 6,000 per month. Another important angle, Bloomsbury falls under the Queenstown planning zone, where HDB resale flats have repeatedly crossed the 1 million mark. In 2023 to 2024 alone, more than 400 Queenstown HDBs have already transacted above 1 million, led by Commonwealth, Dawson and Sky Terrace, all feeding the upgrader pipeline for the private segment in this area. So, when you combine the upgrader demand, limited new launch supply and the upcoming residential plots that will naturally push up the future pricings further, Bloomsbury's positioning becomes very compelling, both as a own stay and as a rental investment. I'll classify this as a short to long-term investment hold, strong upside even upon TOP with further appreciation potential over the next decade as One North matures into Singapore's definitive tech innovation cluster. In short, Bloomsbury Residences gives you space, flexibility and price efficiency, all within a growth corridor that still has plenty of upside to capture. For 3-bedroom layout, PineTree Hill continues to be one of my favorite picks. With over 91% sold, it's clear this project has strong market conviction, and it's not surprising, considering it's one of the only 2 launches in this area in the last 14 years. The average age of surrounding condos here is about 28 years, so the demand for newer stock is extremely pronounced. The last major project nearby was the Trizone, completed in 2012 with recent resale prices between 4.2 to 4.6 million. PineTree Hill sits right outside the formal District 10 boundary but enjoys the same premium ecosystem, surrounded by landed enclaves, lifestyle amenities, and within 1 km to Henry Park Primary School, one of Singapore's most prestigious and oversubscribed schools. The 3+ study layout priced within 3 mil at around 2,400 PSF for a generous 1,216 square feet. It comes with a proper enclosed study that can double as a compact 4th bedroom, plus a yard area, a feature that we hardly see in newer launches today. The development is exceptionally planned, sitting on a vast 88% landscape site with full condo facilities and slated to TOP by Q3 next year, so you're not waiting long to move in or rent out the property. Compared with its immediate neighbour Nava Grove, though GFA harmonized, it loses both the yard and the extra study space. So for a similar quantum, PineTree Hill simply gives more usability, livability and long-term comfort. Around this enclave, there are only 3 existing projects offering 3+ study layouts: Marbella, Quintera and Serenade at Holland, totaling just 78 units. That scarcity makes PineTree Hill's offering even more valuable. The resale history here also tells a strong story. Neighbours like Montville, Ridgewood and Pandan Valley have each recorded profits exceeding 1 million, while nearby HDB estates in Clementi, Dover and Gilmore have collectively chalked up over 600 resale transactions above 1 million since 2022. Clear proof of upgrader demand fading into this private market. Rentals remain resilient too. 3-bedroom units at the Trizone are achieving 7,000 to 8,500 per month, driven by expat families who want the proximity to international schools and Henry Park. And here's the key point, our entry PSF for PineTree Hill is still below OCR levels, even though it's a RCR address with CCR adjacency. For context, Lentor projects have already crossed 2005 to 2006 PSF. Jayden trades around 2.8 2.8k PSF, and even within the District 21, the reserve residences have reached 3,001 PSF as an integrated development. That makes PineTree Hill's 3+ steady entry around 2,004 PSF and undervalued play, giving you RCR pricing with CCR benefits, which is rare combination in today's market. So if you're looking for a family-sized home that balances lifestyle, location, and profitability with Henry Park prestige, low density, and long-term capital safety, PineTree Hill would be my go-to for the 3-bedroom segment this month. Before I move on, please help to like, share, and subscribe to support my channel. For the 4-bedroom category, Elta along Clementi Avenue 1 is a clear standout. Since its launch in February this year, Elta has already hit close to 70% take-up rate. It's the first GFA harmonized project launched in the heart of Clementi. And for a high-floor 4-bedroom fronting towards the south-facing, you are looking at an entry price from around 3.1 million or roughly 2,006 PSF. The layout is a proper 4-bedroom, about 1,184 square feet, excluding the aircon latch, with efficient space planning and even partial sea views from higher floors. The demand here is extremely strong, largely driven by upgraders from Dover, Gilmore, and Clementi HDBs itself, many of whom have already crossed the 1 million mark in the resale transactions over the last few years. That creates a steady pool of ready buyers for this segment. Neighbouring projects prove the track record. Clement Canopy owners made 820 to 900,000 profits in the last 2 years, with recent resales hitting 2.85 million for a 6-year-old condo. Clavon units transacted between 2.8 to 3.3 million, achieving 700 to 900,000 gains within 3 to 4 years. Even when you normalize the older 1346 square feet layout at Clement Canopy, after factoring in inefficiencies like double balconies and long walkways, the effective PSF comes close to 2,600 PSF, which is almost the same as Elta's new entry price today. So in short, you're paying today's price for tomorrow's layout efficiency and fresh lease tenure. Factor in the continuous pipeline of MOP HDBs over the next 5 to 10 years around Clementi. This area will see ongoing upgraded demand for years to come. That's why I call Elta a no-brainer 4-bedroom choice, a safe, own-stay-driven project with proven profit support and strong exit liquidity. And finally, the 5-bedroom category, one of the most exciting launches this month, Faber Residence by GuocoLand. This project achieved over 87% sales on launch day itself, which tells you one thing: the area sells by itself. Even though it's not right next to the MRT, buyers here are typically families buying for the long term, with the school factor as a top priority. The project sits within 1 km of Nanhua Primary, and the entry price starts from the low 3 million at about 2,100 PSF. Post-harmonization, which makes it extremely competitive for a large format unit. If you've been to the show flat, you'll notice how GuocoLand has carried over its signature resort-like landscaping and finishing similar to what they did at Lanthorn Mansion. The landscape living dining layout creates an open, spacious flow with a huge enclosed kitchen and bedrooms of minimum 9 square meter, while the master suite stretches 5.1 meters deep, a true luxury. This layout caters perfectly to multi-generational families, especially those with kids starting school and planning to stay in the same neighborhood for 6 years and longer. It's worth noting that even the nearby waterfront at Faber doesn't offer a 5-bedroom layout, though it has 11 strata landed homes. Compare this with Park Clementi's 5-bedroom units, which have achieved 710 to 824,000 profits in just the last 2 years. That's the performance benchmark Faber Residence is building upon. So if you're looking for a family-sized home with premium developer quality, school proximity, and a strong long-term value anchor, Faber Residence is one to secure and hold for at least a decade. So there you have it, my top 5 projects for this month across the 1 to 5 bedroom range. For 1 bedroom, go for TMW Maxwell, low entry, high rental, CBD convenience. For 2 bedroom, Bloomsbury Residences, efficient, undervalued, and future-proof in One North. For 3 bedroom, PineTree Hill, rare, high demand enclave with strong upside and school factor. For 4 bedroom, Elta at Clementi, proven performance, harmonized efficiency, and upgraded magnet. Last but not least, for 5 bedroom, Faber Residence, multi-gen living with GuocoLand's signature resort concept. Every segment this month has its own sweet spot. The key is matching your purpose, own stay or investment, to the right entry price and exit horizon. horizon. Screenshot this final checklist to guide your viewing shortlist. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe and share with someone planning their next move. And if you want a deeper breakdown tailored to your portfolio, DM me. Let's build your next move with confidence and clarity.